Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Sheldon Barracks, and this is the first episode for my podcast. If you're on this page, you are on my Smile It's Monday webpage, which was built from a newsletter that I built on LinkedIn. So if you are new to my content, welcome. If you are a friend or a network colleague or a former subscriber from LinkedIn, I welcome you to my webpage. This particular video and part of the webpage is my podcast. Yes, I am launching a podcast to go along with the Smallest Monday platform. So we have the platform, we have the newsletter, there's going to be a chat room, and this is the podcast. So this is my first iteration or episode of the podcast. I honestly don't have a name for it yet. I don't know if I'm going to call it Smileless Monday Podcast. I don't know if I'm going to call it Unstuck Monday Podcast. I think Unstuck Monday Podcast sounds good, but I don't have a name for it yet. But this is the first episode. Just very bare bones. I see. I don't really have a mic stand. I'm in very casual clothes. It's a holiday here in Canada. Yes, I'm Canada. I'm in Toronto, Canada. But very casual today. Just very open. Just wanted to let you know. Just want to say welcome to my page, Unstuck Monday. No, not Unstuck Monday. Smile It's Monday webpage. And like I said, Unstuck Monday, my book, and this podcast, which I don't have a name for it yet, but maybe we'll do a vote. But this podcast is going to be connected to my weekly newsletter. So, for example, I'll come out with a topic on the weekly newsletter. So if you subscribe, not only will you get a free copy of my book on Stuck Mondays, you will also get the newsletter directly in your inbox. So in that, when you get it in your inbox, you can read it, you can like, comment, it'll bring you back to the page. You can give your feedback, which is so much appreciated for myself. But this podcast is basically going to be related to that article, the weekly articles. So on this podcast, what I hope to do is to just elaborate more on the topics that I dive into in the newsletter. So this won't be just me talking and reading the newsletter each week. It will be me diving into my thought process behind why I even wanted to write the article. Diving into maybe specific parts of the article. Going a little bit deeper into such topics. There may be a time I have a guest on and we kind of go back and forth on some of the topics that I talked about in the article. But this is going to be more of an open forum, open discussion, get a little more deeper to myself, why I wrote it, why the topic was important to me. It just goes a little bit deeper, and that's what I want to do with this platform. I just don't want to make it just a newsletter, but I want to have a platform like this, which is a podcast. I want to have the chat room where I ask questions related to the article and have you all participate in that discussion. Everything between the Smallest Monday newsletter, this podcast, the chat room, the actual website itself is all here so that we can enjoy our careers better, career development better. It's been said that, you should hate your 9 to 5. And maybe you should. Maybe it's toxic. Maybe you're tired of the work. Maybe you're tired of your career. Maybe you should jump into entrepreneurship. There's a lot of opportunities now with the internet and being online and making money online. There's tons of opportunities, to grow your business and get funding to actually start your business. A lot of programs out there, a lot of opportunities out there if you want to start your own thing. There are a lot of people that don't want to start their own thing. They love working for a company. They love working with colleagues. They don't want the pressure of having their own business. They don't mind using their talents and gifts to build a company, even though it's not theirs. And that sounds a little bit backwards with today's culture. But let's face it, a lot of people work 9 to 5s. If you're watching this right now, you probably work a 9 to 5, and you more than likely are frustrated with your work, or you've gotten bored, or maybe you love your work and you just want to continue to build and find out ways that you can build your career, find out about building opportunities beyond what you're doing now. So this space is to I know it's a mouthful, but this space I created it to encourage those who are working a 9 to 5, those who are working a job, who are in their careers, to encourage you to keep building and don't only see entrepreneurship or changing jobs right away as your only option. There are a lot of things you can do right here and right now while you're working in even some of the worst jobs you could do to build your skills, to prepare for your next opportunity. And I just got a brain freeze, but the point of this whole concept and this whole Smile It's Monday is, there's no one way of doing things. If you want to work and you don't want to start your own thing, you could still have an awesome life. You could still have an awesome career. You can still build your skills. You can still do amazing things working with an organization. A lot of when I talk about being an entrepreneur, there's amazing things you can do. A lot of entrepreneurs use the internet as their basis for um, running their marketing, right? Their online marketing, communications, selling products, all that good stuff. If you look at Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all of these are some of the biggest corporate organizations in the world. Okay. They have employees. They have people that work 9 to 5 or longer. They have, a corporate structure, right? Entrepreneurs are using these companies to build their organizations, which is an amazing flex. I'm not even mad at that. But what I am saying is, you know, there's not one way to enjoy and have a fruitful career. It's not just quit your 9 to 5, go jump into entrepreneurship. That's one option of dozens, you know, dozens and dozens of options that you have for your career. There's a lot of people like myself who work from home. I work from home and I have the flexibility of running my career the way I see fit. I'm going to talk a lot about that on this platform and how I got to that. I'm going to talk about how I changed careers, how I changed industries, and that's something that's not really done between the industries that I've changed, and I'll talk about that on this platform. So listen, this is episode one. This is probably 5 minutes. I don't know how much time it is, but this is episode one. But this podcast is going to dive deeper into the articles that I write each week. So I encourage you not only come onto the platform, but subscribe. Be a subscriber. You get the newsletters directly into your inbox. You can become a part of the chat group, network with other like-minded people that actually want to grow in their creativity, their careers. They want to build new skills. They want to be motivated each week. They don't want to see their job as a problem. They want to see their job as an opportunity. I should have started off with that one. But yeah, subscribe. You know what I mean? Stay connected. Stay connected to myself. Send me messages. I'm going to be here each week with a new topic. I'm going to be, writing my best stuff on here. I have some upcoming stuff. Unstuck Mondays was my first book, and it was really the foundation for all of this. So if you subscribe, you get a copy of my book, Unstuck Mondays. And I have another book on the way. It's been on the way for over 3 years now, but hopefully I'm gonna get it out next year, so I could talk a little bit about that on this platform too as well. But thank you for listening to my spiel. This is episode one of the Unnamed Podcast with the Unnamed episode. So, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you are excited about what I'm going to do on this platform. For all of you that have followed me from LinkedIn, thank you very much for following me on there. For those of you who are new, that are coming from Substack or some other areas, thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing. I'm going to do my best to create an atmosphere of learning, creativity, encouragement, motivation, anything you can think of when you talk about building in your careers, building your skill sets, and maintaining that awesome, awesome work life harmony. Take care. God bless, and I'll see you soon.